Hello. This week I'd like to give you some interesting bits of information that I've collected over the web and through my various news networks that pertain to trans people and actually equality in general. Um, let's get started. um, First, I noticed there was recently a flurry of transgender-related healthcare reforms uh, being passed, namely in the states Colorado, California, Vermont, Idaho. Actually, Idaho is a driver's license law change. That's not a healthcare change. We'll get to that next. Um, in all of these cases, throughout those states, California, Colorado, Vermont, the changes happening are changes in legal language applied to contracts, things like insurance coverage contracts and union contracts. So what's happening there are is a, a person, an activist, a lawyer, uh, a politician is getting under someone important's skin or a businessman's skin, and they're changing laws so that or changing legal agreements so that transgender people are treated more fairly, which is a very good thing. Um, it's not it's not fair for me to say just transgender people, because the bills or the reforms do include things like sexual identity clauses. So, um, you know, lesbian, gay, and bisexual people are thrown into um, that language as well. I'm going to provide a link for all of these little bits of information below so that you can explore the issues on your own, maybe subscribe to the news services, because they're very interesting bits of information that are given to me. Also, it happens that there are I recently read about Iranian men dressing in drag to protest a punishment for a man in their country. Uh, he was sentenced to be paraded through town dressed as a woman so that he would be ashamed or embarrassed. And the point of these guys getting dressed up as women is to to uh, to stress the point that being a woman is not something that a person should be afraid of. Yeah, and it's a very cool piece of information. There are lots of pictures in the article. Um, I don't think I've quite figured out how to splice stills in here, so uh, that's going to be down below too. Um, there's also I wanted to talk about the Idaho law. States are changing their laws, making it easier for you to get your gender markers changed um, without legal evidence of a sex change operation. So, congratulations if you live in Idaho and you haven't had SRS, GRS, or GCS, however it is that you shorten the term. If you haven't had sex change surgery, or you don't believe that you should have to have sex change surgery, you don't have to present evidence to get your gender marker changed. As of right now, I don't believe there's any state that provides an androgen gender marker. We have some work to do on that front, and that'll bring us to the next issue. And I didn't know this. I haven't been paying attention, although I used it a lot as a child. or as a person growing up, and it was incorporated into the slang that I used every day, and it's the word yo. NPR ran a piece where linguists have been interested in the word yo as a gender-neutral slang pronoun. We used it in sentences like, "Yo, I like that jacket." Like, "Yo, you better run from the cops." Yo, don't mark up that wall. You know, stuff like that. That's how we'd say it, and it never directly addressed the other person's gender. And just recently, linguists have caught on to that, and they've been presenting it as the actual gender-neutral pronoun that we invented and have begun to embrace, our generation. Those typically my age and younger, late 20s on down. I never thought of it like that. But I suppose if that's what they want to do with the word, then they can run with it, because that's totally cool with me. Give androgen people something to mull over for a while. Maybe adopt. That would be nice. I like it. The more I hear it, the more I imply meaning in that way. Now that I've heard of linguists doing that. So that's just some bits of random interesting information to hold you over. Tomorrow, Transbydef will be doing a live video. I believe right now we have 5 people on board. I don't know if I'll be able to participate. I might be able to. So anyway, there'll be 5, at least 5. So come back tomorrow at 6 p.m. We'll do 6 p.m. Eastern, I believe. If that's not right, then I will post the correct time below. And that'll be a link to our Facebook page. So find us, like us, follow us. Alright, thank you. Bye.